All right, welcome to this week's episode of Making the Call. We've changed it up a little bit. We originally thought it was just going to be Alex and I. We created this, whole doc with all these talking points. We were going to cover. We're still going to cover all these things, but we got Trent and Austin. We moved the podcast around. We canceled a fantasy football meeting and just said to heck with that. So we could have the podcast with all four of us. Rosie couldn't be here this week, but the rest of us are going to hold it down. We've got lots to discuss because this, no, we do. I know you don't look at, you never look at the outline, but we have lots to discuss.
Trent's like, there's an outline.
Go ahead and pull that one up.
Because outside of, obviously NFL's in the off season, but I feel like every other major sport, there's significant things going on. We had both college basketball championships this weekend. We had opening weekend for the MLB. We've got the NHL season winding down. We've got the NBA season winding down. It's just a lot going on. So let's start with UConn. They won the national championship against San Diego State, and it never really was close. I watched it very intently for about the first half. If you're not tuned into Twitch right now, let's just say that you should be, because Webster's dictionary, if you go there and you type in loose cannon,
that was something.
It just has a picture of Trent, just a blown up fat head of Trent.
I was trying to change the lighting settings on my camera.
Clip it, please.
Yes, we will.
That's the clip.
This is getting clipped.
Up close and personal. With
join
Making
the Twitch.
Call.
Join the Twitch.
If you watch on Twitch, you get to see it live. That was
beautiful. What a way to start.
I was doing everything I could to just ignore it and just power through what I was saying, and then the laughter just started to build, and I had to address it. So here we are. Anyways, UConn, the Huskies.
A beautiful moment.
They killed
won their
them.
fifth championship in 25 years.
Undefeated in the
Blue
championship
Bloods.
game.
Blue Bloods.
UConn is.
Yep.
Really?
Yep, 5-0.
Wow.
I've won my dad's office pool 3 times in my life, and all 3 times are when UConn have won it. So
Nice.
go me.
Really?
How much did you win?
$410.
Not bad.
That's
Nice.
pretty good. And you won our draft, didn't you? Because didn't you have UConn?
Yep, sure did.
Nice.
Yeah. So congrats to that. But yeah, I don't know. I did think it was interesting. The tournament this year, we had all different kinds of upsets. You had FAU in the Final Four, you had San Diego State in the Final Four, but at the end of the day, the team that steamrolled every opponent they played ended up winning it all, which kind of feels right.
That's how
they
win.
were.
You win every game.
I know, but no game they played was close. Props to Rick Pitino and his Iona Gales, because they were leading at halftime in the round of 64 game, and ever since that moment, it's just UConn is they dominated.
That Gonzaga game was especially insane to me, just like how much they won by.
Jimmy!
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I know that the championship game wasn't that exciting because UConn was pretty much in command the entire time. But overall, I thought it was a really fun tournament. There was lots of upsets, lots of excitement. And at the end of the day, you have a team winning it all that you can look back and be like, yeah, it made sense that UConn won it. Like they were they were dominant the entire tournament, which no other team could say. So props to them.
What did we said on the pod all the time. It's when UConn is not expected to win that they win. And that held true this year too. But Trent got to pick them, which was nice. So.
Yeah. So we'll wait, another.
Correct, Austin. There, it was when you have no idea who's going to win, it's going to be UConn.
Sweet.
So in 5 years,
when
we're at this point again, let's just all collectively agree to take
UConn. When there's not a clear and obvious favorite, it's UConn.
Yeah. And goodness, 5 titles in 25 years is
added to the manifesto. The Making the Call manifesto. That'll be another point that we put on it.
I don't think we have a fantasy manifesto.
We have a fantasy one, but
we don't have a general one.
We should just make a general one.
We should make one.
And that should be point 1.
Coming to the Substack, TBD. The Making the Call manifesto for life.
Put the
all
marks
right.
to shame. Here we go.
Let's move on to baseball. Opening weekend was this past weekend, and there's been a lot of talk about the new rules. You have the pitch clock. You have the bigger bases. Hold on. What did we just got a Twitch alert. What did that say?
Oh my gosh, are you actually paying attention to Twitch?
I'm getting kicked out.
Oh, we're getting raided by Trent. Okay, thanks, Trent.
What does that even mean?
It means
It
all my
means that
viewers
we
are
have
now
to-
watching.
We have to
Oh.
sharpen up our defenses. He's raiding our castle. Gonna steal all of our gold.
All right.
Oh, man.
Now everyone that turns on my stream gets to watch us.
Gosh, what a great day for Twitch already.
And Andrew's muted.
And Andrew's wow, this is great.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, he's back.
This is the kind of quality that you get.
Dang it.
We're off to a great start. What do we think of the new rules? The pitch clock, the bigger bases, the no shift, just all of it. I mean, we're almost a week into the season. What have been our opening impressions about that?
It's baseball on speed. It's sort of fun.
Didn't you hated it initially, right?
I did hate it initially, but after watching the Mariners on West Coast time and having them end at like 11:30, which isn't terrible, I was immediately a fan.
There you go. I have loved the pace of play. I like the one timeout. It's interesting how like the one timeout rule also with the pitch clock is kind of, it's interesting to see how batters and pitchers will use that as kind of a weapon going forward as well,
Yeah.
whether they take it at the beginning of their at bat or in the middle. Also the wacky rule where if like somebody on base takes a timeout, it uses the batter's timeout.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yeah. So like the whole sequence there, I've really enjoyed it. It's added a layer of gamesmanship, I think, but also faster play has made it more fun to watch.
And here
Why
comes
stop
Trent.
there? Metal bats next year.
Thanks, Corey.
Oh,
Yeah,
slow
that was
down.
Corey's suggestion in the Twitch chat.
Ping is for college only.
Somebody's going to beat Bond's record by 100.
To me, it just seems like more excuses.
Disclaimer, Trent doesn't
You
actually
already-
like baseball. Let's
More
preface it with that.
excuses. What do you mean?
You see the Mets fans complaining about the pitch clock already, and they lost 10-0, and it was the pitch clock's fault. And it's just like, come on. You know,
Well, that's Mets
pitch
fans.
clock
They're going to
did-
complain about everything.
The pitch clock did
Yeah.
not give up 10 runs. So let's get that out of your noggin.
All right.
Insight. There we go. Excellent.
I think it's been helpful for the game because it speeds it up. And like the Rangers when they beat the Phillies 2-1, it was a pitcher's duel, and the game took like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Like that's incredibly doable. You can have a 7:00 game get over at 9:30, or in Alex's case, a 9:00 game get over at 11:30. Whereas Alex, if you were staying up watching the Mariners last year, they start at 9:05 Central Time.
I'd usually just
And-
go to sleep by like the 5th inning.
Yeah, if the game ends by 12:30, you feel lucky. You know, it's like, all right, we got out of there in time. How about that?
Yeah.
Boach touched on too, like if it's like a higher stakes game, or if it's, it's close, you have less time to make, crucial decisions.
yeah.
And so you're having to make those faster. And so it's been an adjustment not only on the pitchers and the batters, but also the managers as well. So it'll be fun to see how that plays out, especially come like playoff time, how
Yeah.
they handle it in bigger moments. So
I
It'll-
do wish that they added some like caveats to it, where if it's like the 9th inning and it's
Yeah.
a 2-run game, you get rid of the pitch clock, because those are those high tense moments where you kind of want the suspense to build. Like
you could just do that for like the whole 9th inning, honestly, if it's a close game, or maybe playoffs, something like
that's
that.
what I'm saying. If you get to the 9th inning and it's within 2 runs, you turn off the pitch clock.
playoffs would be intriguing, Alex. I agree with that.
Yeah, they take away the ghost runner for the playoffs. Thank God.
It does. Does it impact the integrity of the entire game at that point, though? If it's like so, because ninth innings aren't like extras. Like maybe if you went to extras, I could see it. Because like you've been dealing with pitch clock and pace the whole time, and then all of a sudden, the thing that may have been working to your advantage is just out the window.
Yeah.
Well, I think that it's going to be a few things. I think one, pitchers and batters are naturally going to be moving quicker, even in the ninth inning without a pitch clock, because they've already kind of trained themselves to do so. But you think back to the World Baseball Classic Championship, that Ohtani versus Trout at bat, which was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Every single one of those pitches was a pitch clock violation.
Facts.
Every single one. And I think in those moments, it's okay to let the game breathe and to say, okay, you throw a pitch, it's 0-1. The batter's going to step out, take a deep breath, kind of shrug his shoulders and think about, all right, here's what's coming up next. Like getting his mind right, taking a deep breath and then get back into the box. I think it's okay to have that tension, but you don't need to have that tension in the third inning when it's 4-0. So I think you can kind of have both. So I think the ninth inning would be nice if they changed it.
It would be interesting to see it like side by side, what it looked like. Obviously, there was that Twitter comparison of like the longest inning ever to like one at bat. So like that's obviously an extreme, but like consistent side by sides, what that would look like. No, I think there's room for. I mean, that's one thing. The MLB is changing it right now. They'll obviously evaluate. Hopefully.
Yeah. No, I'm happy they're at least trying it, right? Like you can always change it, you can always tweak it, see how it works, and see how you can make it better.
I'm excited to see it in person.
So
it'll be a whole nother experience.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Rangers, though. Now, as we're recording this, they're currently getting clobbered by the Orioles.
Getting shellacked.
Thanks to Andrew Heaney. They're losing 7-1 in the middle of the fourth inning, but swept the defending National League champions Phillies and to start the year, and they won in a lot of different ways. So we'll get into a few without Bryce Harper
or Rhys Hopkins,
but still they were good.
Still the Phillies. Still the Phillies. Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber.
Always great when a Dallas team beats a Philadelphia team. So
hey, they've beaten the Phillies 12 times in a row now.
12 in a row, longest streak in the MLB.
Love it. What did we think about, Rangers starting 3-0, kind of certainly getting off to a hot start. Any takeaways from that you think like, okay, this could actually mean something for the rest of the season? Or do you have Trent's take, which is Andrew, settle down. The season just started and don't get ahead of yourself.
I'm sort of with Trent on that one.
Well, okay. I like what Simeon did in that opening series. I like, it took him 19 games to hit his first home run last year or something crazy like that.
Yeah, he got off to a very slow
and he got
start.
off to a very hot start this year. Also, I mean, my takeaway, and we'll talk about this later, I really just think that the defense really showed out in that Philly series with the outfield play, some great catches, some spectacular routine plays from Josh Young at third base. And
talk to it.
Talk to it. Oh, yeah, right up the line. Oh, it was beautiful. Made the throw with like 2 seconds to spare. It's awesome. No, but I do think that the defense was the hallmark of that first series, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Because the Rangers were going to put up runs, like that's a given. But for them to play consistent defense throughout the series was great. I think.
Yeah.
Lineup's
what were you going to say, Alex?
Fun.
Yeah.
I thought. One of my main takeaways is that they sort of just got over the fact that Jacob deGrom sort of looked like crap on opening day. And from there, I thought that their fight just looked really good. Their lineup is definitely top 5. They can outscore anybody. They're sort of like the Mavs. They're going to be really dependent on their pitching and if they have a good starting outing. But if they do, they can outscore anybody and beat in any type of game. How did the bullpen look? Because I really didn't watch.
Bullpen had a 1.41
ton of game
ERA.
2 and 3. 1 point what?
1.4 combined ERA in that opening series. So pretty good. That was leading the MLB.
So it's down to 1.17.
Oh, I think that's
the game
that's
Tuesday,
really the
which is
big
best
key
in
with
baseball.
the Rangers is because last year their bullpen was one of their biggest problems. So this year Did they really add anybody to the bullpen?
Well,
Or is
that's
it
the
sort of
Bo-
just the
that's
same
the
type
Bo-
of guys.
And I think that's the Boch effect that we'll get to. But he really
And
knows
the
how to-
Magmatics effect.
Yeah,
Yes.
they both know how to manage bullpen. Boch is a matchups master when it comes to stuff like that. And so I think he deserves a lot of credit for the bullpen play to the first few games.
Yeah.
I think
Overall,
it's the Bochy thing, but I think it's also with the bullpen. I mean, they weren't good last year, but also they were having to throw a lot more innings last year than you'd like your bullpen to throw.
That's fair.
So by bolstering the rotation, you're hoping that you only need most nights 3 innings out of your bullpen, whereas last year, they were
5,
lucky if they
6.
got a pitcher go to the 5th inning.
Well, yeah, and Gray kind of got robbed last night where he should have been able to go the full 8, but it BS ball 4 got him out.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's only one extra hitter, though.
But I mean, if you'd have told me that Perez and Gray were going to go longer than, Eovaldi and, DeGrom, I definitely would have called that.
DeGrom's on a pitch count still right now. They're sort of waning him back in.
Well, yeah, but that's not the reason he got pulled.
I know, but he was going to get pulled no matter what.
Yeah.
Trent, what you got?
The Miami Marlins have struck out 64 times in 6 games.
Oh, gosh.
64 times in 6 games?
The Rockies are 53-5.
Huh?
The Giants are 50 in 4 games.
What?
Are you just looking at strikeout
That's in
stats?
4 games.
Oh. So is Miami number 1?
Well, total, yeah, but per game basis, the Giants freaking.
Giants have a terrible lineup.
Where are the Rangers on that?
Bottom of the list. They are 4th best.
Well, Joey Gallo is gone. Oh, yeah, the plate. Okay, that's another point we can talk about is the plate discipline. I feel like they're just calm. And I feel like they're waiting on to get their pitch, which is not something that we've seen consistently from them in past seasons. I mean, a bunch of credit to Boch for this opening. If you ask me,
I think that's one of the biggest takeaways from the hot start is Bruce Bochy calling the shots.
Mm-hmm.
It's paying immediate dividends, and it's going to continue to pay dividends all throughout the year.
And I don't think that got enough credit going into the season. I don't think that people respected what the Rangers were building, especially going into last season, but even going into this season. You watch some of the pregame shows and they're like picking the Rangers, 3rd or 4th. I saw somebody put them 4th in the division. I think it was AJ Przinsky put him there.
Wow.
Which is weird because he played
Friendly
for them.
fire.
Yeah, friendly fire. But people, I mean, Boch's last World Series was in 2016, so obviously some time removed. But yeah,
2014.
Oh yeah, sorry, he won it 10, 12, and 14, not 12, 14, and 16. Yeah, I was at the 2010 one, so that was painful.
Yeah. Oh, so hold on. So you talk about plate discipline.
Honestly.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to win that.
No, they
in
weren't.
2010.
No, that was Tim Lincecum.
Cruz hit a bomb today, by the way.
So,
oh gosh,
you were talking about plate discipline. I saw this and I just thought it was crazy because Trent, you were rattling off all the different teams with the high strikeouts. Mike Trout has already taken 69 pitches this season.
Nice.
Like he's just. I mean, his plate discipline goes without saying.
You're talking about
breaking news, guys.
Hall of Famer.
Mike Trout is good at baseball.
What?
What?
You think he win?
Source?
You think he'll ever win an MVP?
Maybe.
All right. Anything else on the Rangers?
Next thing you're going to say is Ohtani.
They just need to figure out the Orioles now. That's it.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to figure out the Orioles the past 8 games. So they got swept by them. They got swept by them last season.
It's the reverse.
That's all right. Josh Young is up right now with 1 man on and 2 outs. He's about to go
you mean the greatest
yard.
third baseman in the history of the game when it comes to defense?
Beltre 2.0.
Easy there. Easy. Easy. All right. Trent.
My turn to talk?
Yes. Your Dallas Stars
Hockey time.
clinched a playoff berth Monday night.
Yeah.
Do they call it playoff berth in hockey?
Yeah.
Is that an acceptable term? Okay. I just
They don't
the big Canadian following. I didn't know if they had some weird lingo or whatnot. I know how you Northerners are.
Your brain is weird.
Mine.
What else are they going to call it?
I don't know.
A playoff emergence.
Playoff hatch.
Yeah. Like, I'm just saying, I'm normally not a jerk to Andrew on the pod, but
Okay, why don't they call it playoff hatch though? Now I kind of like that. Anyways, the Stars are going to be in the playoffs. Let's go with that. What should our expectations be? Because I know you would say Stanley Cup playoffs, best playoffs in all of sports. So
after watching some of them with Trent last year, I can concur.
What do you mean with me?
I watched some with you. Remember?
I don't watch games with people. I get too stressed out.
Yeah. So yeah, I was definitely on the couch while you were in your own world. Let's clarify.
Oh shoot, you were.
Yeah,
weren't you?
I was with you. Yeah.
Was that whenever we did the one?
No, he was there. No, you were there for Game 7, weren't you?
I was there when we played the Flames.
And I didn't say a word to you, and I just went straight to bed.
Yep, you did. Well, it's because we had watched the Mavs beat the Suns in Game 7 the night before, and so I was
Not doing that
pretty
this
high.
year.
And then, no, definitely not.
No, they're not.
Yeah, no,
We'll
I
get
was
to the
there.
Mavs.
Trent
Talking Stars.
that's the reason that I've actually paid attention to the Stars this year, because I learned to appreciate what it meant to
Going
watch
all the way.
Props to you. But tell us, educate us.
I don't know, man.
Oh, come on.
Great podcast segment.
Yeah, I don't like the way they've been playing the past month.
Just tell us why the Bruins are going to win. Just tell us.
Who are we going to match up against?
So
What's it looking
it's gonna be Minnesota or Colorado, I think.
Oh, I hope for your marriage it's Colorado.
Yeah, me too.
Trent's wife is a Minnesota Wild fan. FYI.
It won't be that bad. The
Wild would be the easier opponent, though.
Absolutely.
Give me Colorado.
Really?
Yeah, I'll take Colorado any day of the week that ends in Y, and I am probably the only person in the universe that'll say that, but I am not scared of Colorado one bit.
Interesting.
7-3.
7-3, that's right. Stars always match up against Colorado well, and Colorado only has one line right now. So you shut them down, you shut down their whole team, and their goalie hasn't won a playoff series ever. So we'll see. With Minnesota, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to go through a Minnesota series. They got too much family on either side.
Multiple levels. On multiple levels.
Yeah.
And it's just
brothers fighting against brothers.
honestly, I
I
hope
in the Duncan house.
Game 7's going to be like freaking Antietam.
Yeah, I hope Minnesota loses first round, whoever they play, but I hope it's not Dallas. They could also, if they do win the division, it looks like they're going to end up playing Seattle.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
It would be fun, except that we'd have freaking 10 o'clock hockey, which, it is what it is.
Yeah, but we'd have the first two games at least at home.
Yeah. It'll still be 8 o'clock. But never doubt Jake Ottinger when he gets in the playoffs. Never doubt him. So he can win a series for you, and if Stars are starting to get healthy again, they've looked pretty rough the past month. Just 500 hockey all month, which is still good, but I mean they had like an 8-point lead on the division, and now they're tied. So kind of snowballing a little bit, but I think they're gonna be all right. 8 points is 4 games, by the way.
Yeah.
For those you
or 8 overtime.
They blew an 8-game lead
losses.
in 1 month. No, they blew
a 4-game lead,
pretty much a 4-game lead. Which they haven't technically blown it yet, but they just they only had one goalie for like a month and a half, and it really showed a little bit. But now Wedgie's back, so they've been able to rest Otter for
that's good
a week or two, and he seems to be liking it. And they clinched a playoff spot last night, so they don't really have to rush him into anything. And I don't think they're scared to play anybody. So as far as positioning goes, it'd be nice to win the division, but I don't think they care. I think they just want to be healthy, and if they're healthy coming into the playoffs, I think they're going to be trouble for a lot of teams.
All right.
Yeah. So okay. So that's
tight.
What's that?
I just like the Western Conference as a whole is just tight. But they don't.
Well, that was good. That was going to be my next question, because you mentioned they're really not going to need to be like jockeying for like a higher seed or placement now that they've already clinched, and so you don't think they'll be too worried about that, because they're not really worried about who they're going to play in round 1. But would there be any, not to look ahead or anything, but let's say they advance past round one, like, is there any advantage to try and move up a little bit in the standings to get a favorable matchup in round two, or it doesn't matter?
No, not. So they're going to be. So how it works is, it's like there's four divisions in hockey. Each division has its own little tournament. One seeded 1 to 4. The 4 seeds in each division, each tournament are wild card teams, so they could be from either division.
Okay.
And the team with the highest points at the end of the year gets the 8 seed, and then the other division winner gets the 7 seed. So right now, the Stars would be the 1 seed, Seattle be 4, Minnesota, Colorado 2 and 3. So if the Stars win that round, they'll get the winner of Minnesota, Colorado.
Okay.
And then if they win that round, they'll get the winner of the Pacific Division, which is Vegas, LA, Edmonton, or right now Winnipeg. But I don't think Winnipeg's going to be there. I think Calgary's going to catch them. So as far as second round matchups, there's not a whole. They're going to run into Minnesota or Colorado eventually. It's just they want to do it in the first round or second round.
Yeah.
Okay, so the wild card teams can go up to either the Pacific or
yes,
the Central.
So
okay, I was confused there for a second. Sweet.
So do they? Okay, now I think I'm confused. This is like Trent's hockey TED Talk. So how do they decide which wild card goes to which side of the bracket? Is it based on like which leader of the division?
Yeah, the winner of the division, whichever winner has more points gets the 8 seed.
So it gets the lowest.
So right now Vegas is the overall number 1 seed in the Western Conference, and then Dallas would be technically third.
So if it ended today, Vegas would get Winnipeg.
Yep. If it ended today, Vegas would play Winnipeg, and Dallas would play Seattle.
Okay, that makes sense.
Does any of this matter, or is Boston just going to win it all?
Yeah, I don't think Boston's winning it.
Really?
I was going to ask that. Who's the team to beat in the Stanley Cup playoffs?
They are 25 points clear
of everybody,
and their division. That's pretty.
They
nuts.
play in the worst division in hockey.
Well, they're still 18 points clear in the East as a whole.
You think they're going to pull a 2019 Tampa Bay Lightning?
No, because who do they got right now? They got a wild card team that sucks. Pittsburgh. They're just old and slow.
Old Crosby, yeah.
Yeah, they'll mow over first round. They might even sweep. But it's the second round where they get Toronto or Tampa where they're going to get the most trouble. And all their losses are against Western teams. So once they get to the Cup final, they beat up Pittsburgh, and then the round 2 for them is going to be a dogfight. Toronto and Tampa are really good.
So is the East significantly worse as a whole in the Western Conference, or
the bottom half is? I would say people would argue that the West is just trash, and I'm just like, shut up, it's not. But as soon as, and that's another thing is, whoever Boston plays in the championship, they're not gonna have any. What's the word I'm looking for? They're not gonna have any. It's an easy one. They're not gonna have anything to play for. All the pressure is gonna be on Boston.
Okay.
All the pressure is going to be on Boston, so they're going to get whoever plays them has got nothing to lose, and that means a lot in hockey playoffs. So I'm not scared of Boston.
Is there any team in the Eastern Conference that you could see knocking off Boston? Like, that would prevent them from making it to the Stanley Cup final?
No, you always got to throw Tampa in there.
Okay.
New York, the Rangers have looked good recently after the trade deadline. They just went and had like a Christmas shopping miracle.
Yeah, I saw that.
Patrick Kane and Vladdy Tarasenko, and
who's Patrick Kane in NBA
pennies?
Terms?
Patrick Kane in NBA terms? Shoot,
because they were making a pretty big deal about it on deadline day. But
isn't Patrick Kane? He's kind of like when Pau Gasol got traded to the Lakers, and the whole league was like, "That's what it cost to get Pau Gasol," and you just gave him to the Lakers.
Well,
is that a bad comp?
It's. Patrick Kane had a no trade clause, and he was very vocal about saying, "I'm only going to the Rangers." So they didn't have much leverage to trade. So they got what they could.
So it's like Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets.
Is that
Yeah,
even going to happen?
yeah.
They still haven't worked it out. So
Yeah,
it's a New York team.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers to the Jets is probably good. I can't really think of an NBA one.
is he that old?
Yeah, he's old. He's like 30, 34, 35 or something.
So what's like old in hockey? Like Ovechkin.
34, 35.
Okay.
Okay.
Ovechkin has one thing on his mind, but
You peak around 26, 27, I think, in hockey. That'd be. I'm just trying to think. No, you got me stumped. I don't know. I give up.
you got NFL terms. I guess Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers would be a good one. Yeah, Aaron.
We think about old
Yeah.
washed like Russell Westbrook. Not really.
I'm just
Maybe
trying to think of the
maybe-
whole no trade clause thing.
maybe the first time Russell Westbrook got traded from Oklahoma City to Houston.
Okay,
Maybe that.
What's his like?
that makes sense.
What's Patrick Kane's impact like at this stage in his career? Like, is on a
I love
scale
how
of
we
1 to
shifted.
10, is he like he's not a 10 player anymore, but like, what would you say?
He can be though. That's the thing.
Playoff
I mean, he's the
experience.
best American-born player to ever play the game, and I don't really think I don't think there's a discussion to be had there. I think that's pretty much done. But he is old and he's great. I guess he's great in the locker room. I don't know. I've never been.
Hard to say that about a person
Fair.
who just acted like a jackwagon to leverage no trade clause.
So would he be like if
Well,
Maybe
it's
like
a
like
little bit
Crappy
different.
team. Yeah.
He didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave, and Chicago was like, "Hey, you can leave and come back, but we want to get something for you," type thing. Because he loves Chicago. He didn't.
Oh, so
really
he
wanna leave.
wanted to stay.
He wanted to stay, and he was like, "Well, if you're going to trade me, the only place I'll go is home, which is New York."
Okay,
And
that
so
makes
they,
sense.
they traded him for hockey.
re-
Hockey players are way too
recant.
loyal for that kind of thing. No one ever
Okay.
forces their way out.
They're not.
all right,
wrong.
I might have it then. Now I don't know a ton about Patrick Kane, but would it be like if Damian Lillard got traded from Portland?
You know, I thought that, but I don't know enough about Damian Lillard
Yes, it would.
to justify
He's the
that.
same way with Portland. He doesn't care how good they are. He just doesn't want to leave.
And Dame is old, but he's still very good.
Okay.
That's a good
yeah,
comp.
maybe that's probably because that crossed my mind, but I don't know enough about that situation to really. I didn't want to sound like an idiot if it was wrong.
Yeah.
Dame time.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
You
what
gotta
Um,
Dame
You
time.
go.
No, Dame time.
I know. I thought you were saying wrap it up. I was like, no, this is great, but yeah, Dame time.
No, we've never had this much hockey discussion on the pod, so it's good.
Hey, we're getting ready to playoffs. This is exactly when I start to get geared up for the season. I start to take all my notes, research
That's-
the teams, right in time for playoffs.
Best
So you're
playoffs
writing.
out of
So
all
you're writing the
major
Substack
sports.
article.
You don't want that. We're trying to get quality content on the Substack, and me writing about hockey would not fall under that.
Go
Not at all.
Stars. That I just copy and paste Go Stars a bunch.
Go Stars.
Post it.
Go Stars.
All right, let's talk about a team that shares a building with the Stars, but is not playoff bound.
Maybe.
No,
No.
No, I'm all for not
that
being
ship
playoff
has sailed.
bound.
That ship
I'm-
has sailed.
I'm all for, but you see, Luca came out and was like,
No, I don't.
"As long as we have a chance, I'll play."
We don't have a chance, Luca.
All right, I'm just going to continue to post that Darth Maul video in regards to the Mavs because the season needs to die.
What do you
Like
mean
it's
posting?
over.
Yeah, we don't even control our own destiny. There's no point in trying to win these games.
You need the Thunder to lose 2 games. I mean, that's not happening.
Like maybe
This
if you
team's-
just
Well, and you
all
have
you
to
needed
win.
to do was win out, then I'd understand why they want to win out. But even if we win out, we could just end up in purgatory. Miss out
and
on
what
the
are
draft
you,
and
what
the
are you
playoffs.
playing for? What are you playing for? Let's say you somehow win out, which by the way, they're 1-7 in their last 8 games.
You're playing for a matchup with the Denver
and
Nuggets in the
that
first
one
round.
win,
Yeah.
that one win in their last 8 games was when we were recording the podcast this time last week, and they were playing the Pacers without Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, Miles Turner.
Mhm.
Like
You're also playing the Kings on Wednesday, so that doesn't help.
Light the beam.
so.
Now
I was
the-
at dinner. I was at dinner with my in-laws on Sunday, and they're
oh, fun.
diehard Kings fans. You know,
Shout
Becca's
out, Matt.
grandpa was the general manager of the Kings back in the day, so they're like Kings
that's
fans.
such
through
a
and through.
wild. That's such a wild just piece of family trivia.
It's pretty cool. Like
How,
he was.
like- That's you lucky son of a gun.
I'm related to President Van Buren.
Who?
Martin Van Buren. I see
Still,
the
who?
resemblance. You look very.
No, if it was Van Halen, I'd be like, oh man, that's cool.
Gosh, that'd be awesome.
But no.
I guess.
Yeah,
we'll
he was the
never
GM
know.
whenever they moved from Kansas City to Sacramento, which they used to be the.
So he sucks.
No, it was a good move for them back in the day.
Oh,
Why
you
would
just
have to-
called your.
Why would you?
You called
why would
Andrew's.
you-
You said Andrew's.
Why would you
grandpa
move
was-
if your team was good?
I mean, Kansas City sort of.
Googling it.
Kansas City.
What
I'd
were
rather
they-
go to
were they
Sacramento
big
too.
We were
Kings
just
back
like
then?
encouraging
Well, they
Andrew,
were the
saying
Kings,
his family
but
is
before
awesome.
they were the Kings. Before they were the Kings, they were actually the Kansas City Royals, and then they
Real
got
original
changed to the
guys.
Kings.
Stupid name.
Real
So-
original.
But anyways, so I was at dinner with them, and we were talking about the Mavs, and we were talking about how they're playing the Kings this week. And I told them, I said, I hope the Kings murder the Mavericks. Like, I want them to run them out of the building.
They played
them.
half their home games in Omaha.
All right, we
When?
don't care.
1978, and then they moved
This was
to
back when
Sacramento
the league
in
had no
Trent's
money.
like
and,
using Internet Explorer right now.
like, none of the games were getting aired. And
Yeah, it's like when the
the NBA back then was
still-
not the NBA we're used to.
It's the ABA and the NBA. It was like 12 teams.
Yeah.
each.
Yeah.
Bunch of BS.
12 teams each, and there was a never mind.
Anyways, but yeah, I hope
So
the Kings
glad you
run the Mavs
stopped.
out of the building on Wednesday.
And then who do we
put
play?
the
Who do
nail
we
in
play
the
after
coffin.
the Kings?
We play the Bulls, which that has huge implications. The Bulls game.
That
does.
is massive
Let's
lottery
go.
implications.
Come on, Patrick Beverly.
Yeah,
Shut 'em-
we need to
shut us
get
down.
killed. We need to get killed.
Tell
by the
Luca
Bulls.
he's too small, or I guess in this case, tell Luca he's too big.
Kansas
Actually,
City,
just every
Omaha
time-
Kings.
Yeah, fat shame him.
Yeah,
Trent's still on the King.
Call him-
Kansas City, Omaha Kings. That's what they were
Probably had a
called.
lot of good barbecue.
KO.
but yeah, the Mavs are
Score
dead.
sheet.
Let's continue with the Mavs segment while Trent goes through the Kings Wikipedia page.
Continue.
Yeah. Do we wish that they would just wave the white flag and shut down Luca and Kyrie? I know there was that Shams report on Monday, but then Luca came out and said, no, I'm going to play.
I mean, I'm not going to bash him for playing. It's not like it's helped. You know,
Right out.
Jeez.
we're 1-7 in the last 8.
Alex from the top rope. As
There's only 2 games
Andrew
left.
would
He needs
say.
his cardio.
Yeah. he's-
Sorry, Luca.
Gosh.
We're just
Yeah,
going in on you
no,
today.
don't win. Just lose, get killed by the Spurs. That's what I mean. You already
Just go get your 35 points and then sit. How about that?
Okay, so play the first half and then sit. Got it.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes. When
You've
you get
already lost
35,
the winning
sit.
season, so
This is like, I just want the season to be done. Like, I've already mentally moved on from the Mavs.
Oh yeah,
Rangers are back on, you know.
I don't know
I'm about
if
to-
season.
I don't know if
It's
in the
season.
regular season, I don't know if I've ever gone from the like so high, just all the way down.
It sucks.
Like I don't know if
Yeah,
I've ever
it's
experienced.
bad.
It's
Basketball for me ended yesterday or Monday.
basketball
Yeah, that was yesterday.
ended for me like in the first loss to the Charlotte Hornets. That's when it ended for me.
Oh yeah, that was a rough
Or
weekend.
the second loss. We'll say the second loss.
This second loss because
No, it was the first one because Dennis Smith Jr. hit that 3 to like
Well,
seal the game.
he hit 2 clutch things.
Could have
in
had him
both
back.
games.
Could have had DSJ back.
Joe Axelson was replaced by Bill Russell.
Oh, they got
Okay.
Bill Russell.
Okay, if you're ever gonna
Okay,
okay.
Bill Russell sucked. Bill Russell was way worse than Joe Axelson.
Bill Russell
I-
has
that's what I'm
11
telling you,
rings.
man.
Hey,
He was
yeah.
Oh,
good.
smokes.
Man, Andrew, your family was better than Bill Russell.
Those are my
15
wife's
years.
The
He
most
was the general
overrated center
manager
of
for
all time.
15
I'm just related
years.
to the first king of Scotland. No big deal.
Cool.
Wait.
Said every Robertson ever.
I'll go. I can go get a beer glass I have that has our family crest on it, and it's a fist holding a crown.
Not gonna lie, I didn't know that the name Robertson was even Scottish, and I had Scotch tonight. So
You know Robert the Bruce from Braveheart?
Robert the Bruce.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
same
No.
guy.
He's
No
not
freaking way.
joking.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving.
All
on.
right, here you guys stall for like
Hold on, I'm
Third-
gonna
You guys stall for like 30 seconds. Talk about the Mavs.
I just need to
Hold the
sit.
line.
I don't want to talk about the Mavs for 30 seconds,
The
Andrew.
Mavs suck.
The
Where are we
Mavs.
gonna-
Cow. The Kings had a general manager that was the general manager for 36 years.
That's insane.
Austin, who are we rooting for in the NBA playoffs since the Mavericks are not in it?
Dude, honestly, my favorite team that's not the Mavs is the Bucks. So, and I know that
I was
they're
thinking
the one
about
team
hopping
East.
on the Sixers bandwagon.
I can't
'cause
stand Joel Embiid.
Really? I
can't stand-
I
yeah.
like him. I like
I
him.
don't
I'm
like
a
him.
fan. Him and Luka
I
are buddies. They're
Chris
buddies.
Middleton is also an Aggie, so I've always liked the Bucks.
Okay.
I
mean, I
respect
don't
Drew
hate-
Holidays. I like them defense. I
Nothing
like
against
Bud.
the Bucks. I just don't want the Celtics or the Suns to win it.
In the West, I don't know. I like the teams that I hate the least are Denver and Sacramento. So like,
Denver be cool.
but if I look
like
at
Jokic.
Memphis, Phoenix, the Clippers, the Warriors, and then in the play-in, you've got the Lakers, you've got the Timberwolves with Rudy Gobert. Like, I just don't like any of those teams. So, that's dope.
I guess
Yeah,
the
that's our
Warriors.
family crest. And
Yeah.
then,
For those who aren't watching on Twitch,
That's
he's got
our-
his- is that a kilt top?
yeah, that's our like Robertson family plaid.
You have your own family plaid? Dude, every worship leader in
family
the
and-
country is like currently jealous that you have your own plaid.
Every family in Scotland does.
Here's my family crest.
Oh,
Got him.
You showed us your family crest at the very beginning of the podcast.
no, those were his family jewels.
Hey-o.
Yeah. All right. What I miss on the Mavs? Just that they're
No,
dead.
we talked about who we're pulling for. That's
Yeah, we
not
were
the
done with
Mavs.
the Mavs.
I said Milwaukee.
Oh, I'm the Kings. Kings.
I said the Sixers.
So Bucks, Kings, and Sixers in the
Like the-
West. In the West,
The,
Timberwolves.
the Sixers.
yeah, he said Sixers.
I like sort of like Joel Embiid.
I do
He's
not.
buddies with Luca.
You want James Harden to get a ring?
Why not?
I mean, he's not really that annoying on the Sixers.
That's true. He's like Tampa Bay Tom Brady. He's not that bad.
He's just sort of doing his thing. He's not even
No.
the main guy.
That's
too.
fair. He's not even
No.
a two guy, honestly.
I'm sorry. You
Yeah.
you can't hitch
He's-
your.
Honestly,
No.
James Harden, outside of those couple years with the Rockets, has really never been that annoying to me.
Yeah, but you're telling me that you're going to be rooting for a team in the playoffs with James
I'm rooting
Harden.
for
like-
Embiid. I'm rooting for Embiid. I
Hey, they
like
have
Embiid.
James Harden. It's not like they're any threat to win. So
okay, that's fair.
He's not even the main guy. He's
Well,
like
if
to
we're
be
picking
honest-
teams that aren't going to
sometimes.
win, then I guess I'm rooting for the Bulls. That's my Eastern Conference team.
All right,
Chris Middleton's
Zach
an Aggie.
Levine,
Giannis is great.
Vucevic.
that's pretty disrespectful.
Hey, Vucevic, put some respect on that guy's name
He's not that good.
Why?
because he's good. He
No.
used to be. He used
That's
to
the
be.
thing, Happy.
his stats
You're
look
just
good.
not any good.
He used to be.
If you
better.
watch him, he's really not that good.
no,
His
Yeah,
stats are
I'm
good.
all in on the Kings. That's decided.
I'm worried
it
about
needs
the
to be
Kings.
Sacramento or the Nuggets coming out of the
I
West.
think they're going to get screwed over by the refs. Like straight up, I'm worried that we're going to see another like 2003 situation.
Dude,
or
if they match
2002 situation. with them
2002.
Golden
Yeah.
State wins. Healthy Golden State wins in 6.
against the Kings.
Golden State can't win on the road.
That's true.
It's the playoffs, though. It's the playoffs.
It's the playoffs.
It's different. I think it's going to be different.
I don't
I
know,
mean,
man.
you're talking
This
about
team
the
doesn't
team that has
this
the
Golden
most-
State team doesn't scare me like last year's
This
team
Golden
did.
State team also has the most.
Are they probably
playoff
going to match up with the
experience
Kings?
out of anybody.
Are they the 6th seed right now?
I think they are the 6th
They
seed.
are. Golden
It
State's the
fluctuates
6th.
daily, so
Now they're tied with the Clippers. So the Clippers could. Sacramento's
all those
like-
teams in that gaggle are trying to fight.
and
to
then
get
the
to
Lakers.
6 'cause
Honestly, I
they
wouldn't
want
be
the Kings.
surprised if the Lakers come out of the play-in. So the way that they're playing,
I would sort of. I think I'd root for the Lakers over the Grizzlies. I hate the Grizzlies.
All right,
You're
let's
human.
do this. Wait, Trent, would you like to add anything?
Yes.
I'm
Any
cheering
more
for
Kings facts?
I'm cheering for the Timberwolves.
With
Are
Rudy
you?
Gobert,
They're not even in it yet.
with
They're the
COVID,
9 seed, idiot.
They got to win at least one more game.
they got to win 2 games.
I thought they just had to go 1 and 2.
Oh,
Not
I
for
thought I
the
was
9th
talking
seed,
about
they
the
have to win
play-in.
2 games.
They have to win
Uh,
2 games.
As long as they're the 10th seed, they're in the play-in.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
The
no,
Mavs
they're
are
in the-
gonna pass them.
They just have to win one more game to clinch a play-in spot.
Yes,
That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're rooting for the Timberwolves, huh, Trent? Why is that?
Yes. I don't know.
Okay.
Ant-Man.
Cool.
Sure.
Minnesota.
That guy.
Minnesota.
Paul Rudd.
Is Paul Rudd a Timberwolves fan?
Ant-Man.
Oh.
Come on, Andrew.
Dude.
Bro.
Yeah.
Or maybe crucify you on the pod twice.
That's fair. No, that's valid.
It's normally me, guys. So I'm just happy it's not me.
I want to play a game with the Mavericks.
I don't.
Oh, Nathaniel Lowe just hit a home run.
We're gonna
How
play
about that?
Tankathon.
It's like that scene in Toy Story.
Let's
I don't
run.
want to play with you
Tankathon.
anymore.
Pick a number between 1 and 5, Trent.
4.
Okay, I'm going to send the lottery 4 times. We'll see what the Mavs get. They currently have the 10th pick. If they fall outside of the top 10, that pick goes to the Knicks. So we need to stay in the top 10. They have a 13.9% chance of moving into the top 4 and a 2% chance of getting Victor Wembanyama. All right.
This needs to be a recurring segment every week until draft.
So the first sem, they fall down to 11th.
Ooh.
Because Atlanta
Gross.
moves up 11 spots
What?
from 14 to 3.
It's not gonna happen.
So Dallas would give that pick to the Knicks. That's the first sem. Next one, they stay at 10.
Really care about the 4.
Next one, they stay at 10. All right, one more.
Number 1.
They stay at 10.
I did it
We
4
get that
times,
from
and on
you.
the 4th time, I got Dallas number 1.
Let's go.
Book it.
Wembanyama.
Dude,
Wembanyama.
If that happens, I might celebrate like we just won the finals.
It's bigger than Game 7 versus Phoenix last year.
It's honestly bigger than winning the finals this year. I'll say that right now.
Well,
Did y'all see? You probably did.
celebrate like the Sixers won the finals.
Oh, man. Not if you're going out with James Harden.
I'll go to the Rockies statue.
Philly!
If we get Wembanyama, I'm gonna go to the Rocky statue and just pose in front of it.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Don't put the jersey
Did
on,
y'all see
though.
the viral clip of him over the weekend? Where
Yeah, he
Dropped him?
he shot a 3 and then he went and got the rebound and dunked on it, put it back in.
Yeah, he crossed over his defender, took a step back 3, followed his own shot, rose up above everyone else, and got the putback dunk off the miss.
It looked ridiculous. It was just unfair.
It would have taken Luka 60 seconds to go from the step back 3 to the rim to get the rebound.
His momentum
Luka-
carrying him backwards would.
I hope Luka doesn't listen to this because his mental health is not in the best place, and we are.
Luka, if you're listening, come on the podcast.
So is there
That'd
any
be nice.
worry? Is there any worry that Wemby is going to be like Chet Holmgren or
No.
like
No.
He's
or like
built more than
KP.
he's not as skinny as Chet.
that's
He's
fair,
got a
but like even
little
KP put on weight with the Mavs and was still
I think that was part of his
Injury-ridden.
problem.
I mean, there's
put on
always
weight.
injury risk. I mean, it's
I
just,
just like when you get that tall, like your knees. I mean,
He's-
medically, like the center of gravity and the amount of weight that's being put on those, like in relation to the top of you and the bottom of you, like
And the trash compactor.
I mean, he's definitely not going to play more than probably
what?
12 years, just because his knees are going to give out. But those 12 years are going to be great.
12 titles, baby.
especially if the Mavs land him. So
Please,
Yeah. Let's do
Kyrie,
this with the
Wemby.
Mavs, and we're going to start with Trent's favorite player on the Mavs. I am going to go through players on the roster, and we're going to predict whether or not Game 82 this season will be the last time we see them play in a Mavs jersey. Trent, we're going to start with Kyrie Irving. Is he going to be a Maverick next year? Trent?
No.
No? Where does he go? What happens?
Europe.
he's going to Real Madrid.
Game 82, we trade for Wembanyama. That's what we do.
I don't know if anyone wants him anymore.
And we can give him the most money. There's not really many options for him to go.
Yeah,
anywhere.
I'd say yes because
Yeah.
bird rights. That's what I would say. Money
The only
talks
other
with
option
Kyrie.
is the Lakers. It's
No,
really
it's
good.
Lakers
Europe.
don't have the
the only
cap
other
space.
option's Europe. Lakers can't afford him.
Lakers don't have the
It'd
space
be a
for
sign.
D'Lo.
It'd be a sign and trade if he's going to force his way out or something.
Well, so Mark Stein had a few reports about this on Tuesday, actually.
The Mavs are going to keep him if they can.
He said on his podcast with Chris Haynes that he would be shocked if the Mavs offered Kyrie Irving a 5-year deal. He also says that he hasn't found a team outside of the Mavs who is interested in Kyrie. So to Trent's point,
if it's not Dallas, it's Europe.
So he's going to have to take a 4 or less.
Or maybe he'll go over to China and sell shoes or something.
A Chinese company wants to.
Is there a Saudi league that can pay him like $500 million a year?
Did y'all see what the heck Messi did?
Yeah.
or what the offer was?
Smokes,
The
yeah.
offer was
He
nuts.
doesn't need that money, but kudos to him for turning it down.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? $438 million a year.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
He's
I mean,
not even that good anymore.
yeah, but I guess when you make
He just
that
won the
kind-
World Cup.
Yeah, shut up.
No, but like he used to be.
Well, obviously he's not as good as when he was
He
like
just,
getting
he
25.
just
paid.
achieved the one thing that
Yeah, but
people were
getting paid-
holding over him.
You literally said that the
Messi
GOAT sucked.
Pulisic's better.
I'll take that any day.
That'd be great.
I hear the margins are better over in China for shoes and stuff. So I bet Kyrie goes there.
He would
There's a
fall
joke
out.
there, but it went over my head.
Okay.
Okay.
Just get your
Anyways,
Get
who's
your-
the next player, Andrew?
get your kid to work on it.
All right,
He'll tell
so
you.
who here thinks Kyrie's staying?
He's staying.
I think it's me. I think he's staying.
Oh, I just. It just clicked.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Gosh, that's
all right.
3 times.
It's a rough night for me tonight, boys.
All right.
Man.
He's staying.
Okay,
He's
so
staying.
he'll be a Maverick next year. That's what we're saying. Although Trent says
He'll
he'll
be
be
a
in
Maverick
Europe.
for the next 4 years.
Andrew, do you think he's staying?
Yes, but I also thought Jalen Brunson was staying.
Oh, no. I didn't
You
think
wanted
Jalen
to
Brunson
stay.
was staying. I think that was wishful thinking.
So I would like to think so, but also I'm not going to try and predict that I know what Kyrie Irving is thinking
That's fair.
because he'll probably tweet out another meme of a guy whose face is a
Those memes
Rubik's
are
Cube.
pretty entertaining.
I'm good. It's good. Everything's good.
He's
I'm good.
ironing his human suit. That's freaking genius.
Anyways,
And now we know why he is Trent's favorite player.
Andrew's
Next
like,
player.
I think he's going to go to China because the margins are better. That's what he's thinking right now.
next player.
All right, next player, Christian Wood.
No.
God no, please no. I'm done with him.
No. Jeez, no.
He's annoying.
What? When
He's
did this change?
He's just.
There's no way he wants to go back.
He's such a moody type of player. I don't.
I think we got to stop this conversation.
If it was the first half of the season,
The kid
Let's
also
start-
hates him. He
Maybe.
doesn't
Start
play
it
him.
over. Start it over. Jason Kidd, start. Is he back?
that's
Yeah,
that's
he's
a
back.
fair preface.
Unfortunately,
yes,
he's back.
back.
Because
I don't think he is.
I really hope you're right.
He got you to
I
the
think-
Western
I just-
Conference Finals last year. There's no way.
Yeah,
Mark
but
Cuban
Luka
doesn't
Doncic
fire
hates him.
coaches that quickly.
Luca hates him.
I
If Luca
don't
doesn't
know
want
if
him, he
Luka-
won't have him.
Find one
Well, Luka
shred of
also has to
evidence where
speak up
Lucas
if
said
he
he
hates
hated him. Like,
Yeah,
if you
like,
ask
Luka has
any
to speak
player
up.
on there, like all the players love him. He's a player's coach. Like that's been reported all season.
He's not a
I
player's
haven't
coach. He's a player's spectator. He doesn't coach. Remember, he's just watching,
I'm
just
not
like
coaching
us.
out.
And I
I'm
haven't
not playing,
seen
I'm
Luka
watching.
say any of that. I've seen other players say that, but Luka has not said anything like that about Jason Kidd.
If Luca had any disdain for Jason Kidd, especially with the last month that they've
He
had,
wouldn't speak up. He's
it
not
would
that
have been
type of guy.
it would have been reported by now.
No, Luka. That's the one thing about Luka is if he's actually like hates Jason Kidd, I don't think he's going to speak up and say it. He's not that type of guy, unfortunately. Which I
Yeah,
wish he
he's-
would. I wish he was more like LeBron a little bit in that aspect.
I don't. Gosh,
He's not
LeBron's
far
a whiny
enough.
little-
He's not far enough,
It got him a couple times.
long enough
though.
in his career to play GM at this point, though.
I think he. Whoa, I think he is.
All right, I'm
Luka could be
hijacking
my
this
GM.
Mavericks conversation. Hijacking.
Luka can be our GM.
Go ahead.
Who's coming to the Mavs next year?
No one.
Oh, we got
Maybe
a whole
good.
list of players to go through.
LeBron
Maybe
James.
Just any type of center.
Bronny, LeBron.
LeBron James.
Please just go get a center.
We never finished
Anthony
Christian
Davis.
Jakob Pertl. Please.
Andrew's like, I've lost. them.
Where's Tyson? Someone call Tyson Chandler.
Yeah.
They always win when he comes.
He was almost a coach for us.
All right, let's go back to Christian Wood.
That was a terrible hijacking. Sorry.
I thought we were having a good conversation.
I'm bleeping that. I'm sorry.
Alex didn't even hear it to
No,
laugh.
I'm in my own world.
That's your vein,
Don't
dude.
repeat it. No, don't repeat it.
What he said
lost.
was,
It's
I get what
no.
when you said
No,
it's my vein. I know
no,
what
we
you're.
don't. No,
Who's next on
stop,
the list?
stop. I am driving this plane. Okay.
Oh,
who's next on the list? Coming to the Mavs.
I'm gonna like bleep this whole segment.
Yeah.
next on the list,
Christian. Okay.
Christian Wood
I'll-
bleep.
Coming to the Mavs next year.
Dwight Powell. A nice.
Hold on. Let's beat back in just so you know.
Yeah, give me a beat. Give me a really here. I'll do it myself. Dwight Powell, is he back with the Mavericks?
Please no. I'm done.
Can't rebound the basketball,
If he's back, it better be on a league minimum. That's it.
and he better be into the bench.
Honestly, he can't come back because he's going to eventually start. Nope.
Yeah, that's what we said. We
He's like
said
Thanos, he's inevitable.
JaVale and then Christian Wood, then Maxey,
Remember,
then
like
Dwight
the
Powell.
first 2 games of the season, he didn't play, and then it just escalated from there.
Dwight Powell is the ex-girlfriend you just can't kick.
I mean, he's a great dude off the court.
You
and he's
shouldn't
a great
kick
locker room
any
guy,
ex-girlfriend, Austin.
This is fair.
Where has this
Golly.
conversation gone? This is what happens when the Mavs disappoint us.
This is what happens when we have someone that knows absolutely nothing about the Dallas Mavericks on the podcast.
Trent's pointing to himself, by the way.
Audio medium.
Me.
So I don't think we finished Christian Wood though.
We did.
didn't want him.
Okay, so
Go
everybody
away.
was on that train.
Kick him off.
Trent tried to steer us to Jason Kidd, and then
Yeah, he went from Wood to Kid.
the hijacking incident. All right, back to Dwight. Is anybody in agreement, or is everybody in agreement?
Get
Yep.
him off.
I'd
Sure.
like him to be gone, but he has so much stock in this organization that I
he's
could
the
see him being
ex-
back on a veteran.
So overrated.
Longest
when it's time
tenured
for a
Maverick.
player. When it's time for a player to go, you let him go. People
not
always
even
like, "Oh, he's a
overrated. He's
career
not rated.
Maverick."
You also trade him at the peak of his
He's just
that's
not
your
good.
thing, right?
He just sucks.
Yeah, trade Luka now.
Trade Luka now. Yeah, is Luka Doncic mad?
Don't worry, Trent. That'll be an off-season segment for you. We'll
right, who's
whenever
next?
we need
We'll
some
just
time to
give
kill.
you. We'll block 30 minutes in the pod for you, and just let you tell us how Luka's going to leave.
Which players are at the peak of their existence, and which to trade now?
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
I'll
I'll
call
start
it.
looking it up.
Alex, what are you
Trent's-
doing?
Trent's trade value chart.
I just look
That's
up and Alex is just finger gunning, and we're having a conversation now.
Better
Scooter
call-
McGavin over there. He said it's Masters Week, baby.
Shooter.
No, this is Better Call Saul, dude.
Yeah, doesn't Shooter also do the?
Guys,
He does it, but
it's a
more-
generic
more
hand.
topical.
It's the generic
Masters
handgun
Week.
gesture. You can't copyright.
Oh,
it.
there we go. We're going to talk about the Masters eventually.
Are we not going through your whole list?
9:30?
Well,
maybe?
I'm trying to.
I'm ready.
Um,
I'm sorry. Alex was
who's
having a
next?
moment, and I just had
Tim
to
Hardaway
pause.
Jr.
He's going to be back just because his contract number is too big.
Back and better than ever.
Yeah, we're stuck with it.
I honestly would be fine if everybody that you have on this list, except for the last two, like from Tim Hardaway all the way down to Josh Green, or Tim Hardaway down to JaVale.
I
I would
think
be
we
fine
should
if
trade
you
So
went
Tim
down.
Hardaway, Davis Bertans, Maxi Kleba, and Reggie Bullock.
and
We
JaVale.
should trade Josh Green right now.
JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee.
Josh Green sucks again.
I'm not
not
putting
buying
any
that.
stock in that.
No. Trade him right now before other people figure it
He's
out.
at the peak of his career. Trade him.
Yes, and he's already falling off.
He's
No,
not falling
he'll be
off.
fine.
He's losing his
He'll
guts.
be fine.
though.
He's
It's
young.
fine. Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to be a Maverick because of his contract, but I wish he wasn't.
I think they're going to try. I think they're going to try their hardest to trade him. I just don't know if they're going to be successful in doing so.
Miami's always seems to be interested.
He's got 2 or 3 years left.
2.
2.
I think it's 2.
What about Davis? Does Davis just have 1?
Oh God, Davis.
Because if Davis has one, he's not a Mav next year.
Has Davis even played 20 games this year?
No.
He hasn't played 20 minutes this year.
He's
making so much money doing that.
I mean, he was hurt for like the first half.
He's like the European Ben Simmons.
His agent is amazing.
Okay, but you can't lie.
Years left after this.
When he hits, he has what?
2 years left after this. Well, sorry.
When he hits 3 threes in 3 minutes, it's the most electric basketball thing ever.
That's all he does, though.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
The most electric basketball thing ever.
When you hear the Mavs guy go, pew, 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 pew.
Corner three, man.
It's electric. Nothing gets my blood pressure going. Like,
no.
Pew, 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 pew. Onions.
I don't know where this podcast is going.
Like cakes.
I've lost it.
Was that a Shrek reference?
It's the Mavs' fault.
No. That's that college basketball announcer. Every time someone hits a big shot, he just goes, Onions!
Yeah.
I don't know why I went to Shrek.
Let's just give Jim Nance his flowers right
Parfaits, is that where we were going next?
Hello, friends.
We're not even halfway.
Speaking
we're
of
barely
hello,
halfway
friends,
through.
I'm done. Yeah. It's Masters week. This is Jim Nance week. He just did his last Final Four.
Shout out Jim Nance.
Alex, who should we be looking out for in the Masters? I know, Masters odds are out. You got top 5 finish odds. You've got top 10. I mean, let me ask you this: is a live player winning it this year? Or
Ooh, good question.
Ooh,
I'm probably gonna lean no, but I wouldn't be shocked.
Phil Mickelson.
And I think the guy you should really sort of watch out for is the heel. It's Patrick Reed. He's plus 8,000 this week. But if you think about it, everyone hates him. Like, he's got no real pressure on him. Like, people want him to fail. He's just going to zone in, get into his mode, get into his little death stare. Like, if he just gets into his little zone that he's in, he can rally off. He's built for Augusta. Has he won the Yeah, he's won the Masters, so he knows how to play Augusta. Plus 8,000 for a former Masters winner, and I think it's only plus 8,000 because he's in the Live Tour, so people haven't seen him as much. I think that's great value and a sneaky pick, but I honestly think it's chalk right now. I'm going with Scotty. He's just on a different level than everybody else.
I do like how
Bring me up, Scotty.
I do like how the live aspect to it has kind of created this whole like us against them
it's
dynamic on the tour, because I think it was Patrick Reed who said this, that the live guys got together or it might have been Phil Mickelson who said this, that if one of the live players is in contention,
it was Greg Norman, the guy who runs.
That's who it was. Greg Norman. If one of the live players is in contention on that final day, then every other live player will be following.
They'll be on they'll be on the final hole.
Them.
Make sure they're.
Oh gosh!
And if they win, they'll be at the green jacket ceremony. It's just a big promotion if they win. So honestly, hope that doesn't happen.
I don't think it will. I mean, there's too many good players on the non-live side. I think whether it's Scheffler or it's McIlroy or
who's the best live guy?
Probably Cameron Smith. Spieth, maybe. Spieth, always around on.
Spieth is
either Cam
guy?
Smith or Dustin Johnson.
No, he's not. I was just talking.
Oh,
about
DJ.
Guys who could
I like
win
DJ.
It. John Rahm
or Brooks Koepka. He's been hot recently.
John Rahm could be due to win it.
Yeah, you can't count Koepka out. I mean, Koepka's the freaking jerk, but
no one's really talking about.
Did y'all watch? Go ahead, Alex.
Colin Morikawa, yeah.
Did y'all watch the Netflix doc Full Swing?
I watched a couple.
I did not.
I've not watched it all.
I finally finished it the other day, and I think the Brooks Koepka episode is like the 3rd episode or something.
That one's sad.
I'll tell you what, it does not make you like Brooks Koepka. Like,
I already don't like
really?
Brooks Koepka.
Yeah, I thought so.
I was on the other side. I felt bad for him.
Well, it felt like a lot of it was kind of.
He lost his mojo and he was
educate us.
all depressed.
because we are.
It
not
was
in on
basically
this.
like he had a bad, like whenever he plays bad, he's just like
He's pissed.
awful to be around.
Well, yeah,
Like, he's
that's any golfer, dude.
yeah.
Well, let's just say like the Scotty Scheffler episode, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this guy.
Well, because
Like,
he's playing
Scheffler-
so good.
Well, but he also seemed like the most like genuine, down to earth guy on the
Yeah.
tour. And
It's pretty shocking for a Highland Park guy.
I got some douchey vibes from Brooks Koepka.
I mean, it's
Like
golf.
that.
You got douchey vibes from a professional golfer?
You
You
should get
serious?
douchey vibes from any of the episodes.
I know. I know.
Wow.
Um,
No, we
I'm
can do
flabbergasted.
Freddie Couples. That's
this
what I get.
podcast has been
The Justin Thomas one was the best episode.
something. Anyone have any closing thoughts before we wrap it up?
Is Jason Kidd going to be the Mavericks head coach?
Oh, we're wrapping it up.
No,
Oh man,
we've only been going for like an hour.
let's make a. Let's all pick a
Impromptu
everybody
segment.
Everybody open up Bovada. Let's pick a couple Masters winners.
I don't
I
know.
already did.
All
Who are you
right.
going with?
I got Cam Smith plus 2,500, Patrick Reed plus 8,000, and Scotty Scheffler plus 700.
I like all of those.
Give me
I'll throw in Spieth plus 1,400.
Why are we
give
looking
me
at like,
Max Homa 25-1.
we're looking at like NBA play-in odds? I actually know those.
Who the heck is
Yeah.
Max Homa? Did you just throw a dart?
Oh, you
No,
know
he's
who
good.
Max Homa is? He's a rising type of golfer. Like he hasn't won any majors, but he's been winning a lot. He's got a podcast. He critiques people's swings on Twitter. He's a big social.
Xander's won it, right?
Si Woo Kim.
Xander Schauffele's won it, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has.
Give me Z. Give me X. I'm just
Anybody
gonna-
going Tiger?
All right.
At plus 100, plus
For Tiger in there.
15,000. Good old fashioned Taylor Gooch.
All right,
Dude, you can
let's end the Masters talk before Trent continues.
You can
reading
get
off
odds on
contestants.
VJ Singh. That's
Yeah,
wild.
he's him and Larry Mize. They're like both
Freddie
in their
Couples.
50s.
Freddie Couples is plus 150,000, and VJ Singh is plus 250,000.
Does Bubba Watson just suck at golf now?
Oh yeah,
Isn't that the
Yeah.
NASCAR driver? I'm
He
just
hasn't
kidding.
really- He's but he always plays the Masters well.
The dude
He's
could drive
plus
it. Dude could drive it a
25,000.
mile with his
Plus
pink driver.
25,000.
Yeah, Phil's 30,000.
Okay, don't worry about Phil. But I would
Yeah, Phil
sprinkle
chokes every time.
$20 on Bubba. He knows how to play Augusta.
$20, you say? All right.
$20 on a plus whatever.
25,000. Why not?
There you go. All
If
right.
anybody offers you 10,000 to 1 odds on anything,
Take it.
you take it.
Trent, do you have a dad joke? Or no? Yeah, you got the book?
Yeah.
Okay. I had one on backup. You didn't have
Why?
the book.
Why would we not?
I
do
was
all
once
together?
addicted to the hokey pokey, but I was able to turn myself around.
All right.
Classic. Andrew,
That's a good one.
give us yours just for fun.
I don't think it's gonna hit well with y'all. I don't think this is the right
And why
audience.
did you pick it?
No.
No,
you
I
gotta
just
do
had it.
Now you got to do
It's,
it
All you
it's
have to do-
probably
you have-
bad.
You have
can't just
teased it now,
leave us
so you
off
must.
with that.
And if it sucks, we'll go back to Trent for another one.
All right. What was
Or we'll
Whitney
just end it
Houston's
off.
favorite type of coordination?
Austin, pick a number between 1
That's a good one.
Yeah.
and I.
That was good.
All right.
It was. I've never heard that one before. It was just really easy to pick out.
Oh, well, there you go. I thought. Okay, there you go.
Just
Um,
leave it.
Yeah, I'm leaving it.
Fire.
That's going to do it for the podcast. Thank you to Trent and Austin and Alex for joining
Best
this
one yet.
week.
Best one
What a
yet.
journey we
Check
went
out
on.
Substack tomorrow for the article that I have barely
We
started.
missed you, Rosie.
Oh, it's actually today.
We missed you, Rosie. But yeah, so I posted on the Making the Call Instagram and Facebook stories on Monday. Big week for the Making the Call Substack. We've got Austin's long anticipated Cowboys article coming out Wednesday morning, same time when this podcast is coming out.
That was me.
Thursday, Rosie's Dynasty tight end rankings hitting the Substack. And then Friday, I'm going to be writing about the Texas Rangers. So we've got three Substack posts this week, which is crazy. We've never done that before. So big week there. Make sure you go subscribe to the Making the Call Substack. We'll have a link to that in the notes of this episode. It is free to subscribe. You put in your email. It goes right to your inbox. Quick and easy. Thank you to everyone listening to this podcast. Thank you to everyone who has tried Firegrounds Coffee. Make sure you go try your first order or your second or your third or your fourth order of Firegrounds Coffee today. You can use promo code MTC10 for 10% off every single order. I know Matt just got his free order of Firegrounds. I believe it was delivered over the weekend. He got the variety K-Cup so that he could try all the different flavors with his Keurig at home. So nice. I know he's pretty pumped about that. That was his part of his prize for winning the bracket pool.
Good on you, Matt.
Shout out to Matt. So go try Firegrounds today. Promo code MTC10. We'll be back next week with another podcast. Between now and then, like I mentioned, we'll have 3 Substack posts this week. Make sure you go check out the Substack, subscribe to it. That way you can get all the future Substack posts right in your inbox. I hope everyone has a fantastic week. We will see you next time.